Hey everyone, I'm Phil Corey, and in this video we're going to talk about ROI and social. So in this video we're talking about ROI, we're talking about social, and I get this question a lot, and it's a real problem because it represents an issue of understanding ROI and social. It represents a problem and an issue of understanding where attention of a business owner needs to be. And a lot of what we do as business owners, as entrepreneurs, as people who are running, whatever the organization is that you're running, we focus on the bottom line, we focus on the numbers, and which I understand, completely. You need money to run a business. That makes perfect sense. The problem is when you start sacrificing the future of the company for today's sales. And I think a lot of people are doing that, and they're sacrificing the value of the brand to make sales today. I mean, we're just past Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Everyone's focused on the sales and on the great, incredible deals. Nobody really cares so much about what the brands are. I mean, but when you think about it, where do people go and do all of their shopping? What do you hear about? You hear about the Walmarts, you hear about the Nordstroms, you hear about all these big companies that are running these incredible Black Friday sales, but why are those the ones you're hearing about? Why isn't it Joe and John's, popsicle stand? I don't know, whatever. It's ridiculous that people are so focused. I don't know where that was going. I don't know where the popsicle stand came from. It doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous that the focus, and I'm fired up about this because I've been dealing with it. With some of my clients and talking to them about it, and some of them are getting it and some of them are not. But the problem comes down to the focus being on your brand. How you integrate your brand and tying this back into social, how you integrate your brand back into social, and it's where people's attention is. And I know I've said this tons of times. The attention is the important grab. It's if you don't have their attention, you can't sell to them. You can't sell somebody something who's not even paying attention to you. So the attention comes first, the sales come later. And if you just don't have the attention, you don't have the sales. So you may have the sales today because you've got lower prices, because you've got some special going on, or maybe you do have a niche product that only you can provide. That's great. But when a competitor comes in that field and takes those things away from you, you need to go back and rely on the fact that you've built a strong brand to get you through that and to outweigh those other potential benefits and losses that you've created there. So I think branding, social is where you do it right now. Hey, listen, if tomorrow we wake up and every social media website on the planet is gone for some reason and something else, some other medium has replaced that, that's where it's going to be. This video is on ROI and social because that's what's hot today. But, it doesn't have to be that way. It can be anything, and I've said in previous videos, and I'm going to, for brevity, I'm going to cut this down, but I've said in previous videos, go out and buy a billboard. And it's in jest because it's like, hey, go buy a billboard, tell me how successful that is. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying I think social is a little bit more valuable right now. And I think it's kind of silly to spend money, especially unless you've got gobs of cash and you don't know what to do with it. I think it's important to get out there and to spend the money in the most effective manner to capture attention. That's it. So if you have questions about this, leave them in the comments. And I'm looking forward to some discussion. If you have questions about anything in digital marketing, in the field of digital marketing or marketing in general, leave it in the comments. Let's talk about it. I will shoot a video on it, and I'm looking forward to it. That's it.